Peace family, Vie Darling, the Cosmic Queen, and your intergalactic interpreter. I hope that y'all can hear me because I'm outside. So there's definitely a weird vibe in the air, and I want to get a little insight into what it possibly could be. What I am definitely picking up is that like the past week we were in a portal that was like birthing us. Or we were giving birth to ourselves. And this portal was super intense, and it was purging, and we were going through an immense like removal of energies that were not aligned. And the energy certainly feels different today. Yesterday it felt lighter, but today it feels just different. So this message that I'm pulling is going to be timeless regardless of siren confirmation. This message is going to be timeless regardless of if you're watching it while I'm recording it. So that's like 911 is what I'm hearing, like emergency, something really big is happening. But I do think that it's like, if you have had enemies working against you, it's a done deal for them. We get the Knave of Cups, we get the Three of Pentacles, and the Knave of Cups is in reverse. We get the Empress in reverse, and we get the Wheel of Fortune. So your adversaries who wanted to keep you stuck in this space of like subsistence, like never really making it, like never getting past, like, you know, putting in so much effort and just exhausting yourself to like become a better version of yourself, to get more, to do more, to be more. No matter how much like energy you invested in any of that, you may have experienced like blockages and obstacles. And like, I'm picking up that some of you may have spent a lot of money like trying to get these blockages removed, a lot of time, a lot of energy. You may have just been like doing absolutely everything that you could, and Spirit wants me to let you know it was actually just a matter of time. It was just a matter of time before you were able to access your abundance is what I'm hearing. And I definitely think that part of that is, part of that, I've said this before and I'll say it again, is because some of us, our wealth is of a dimension that we were not previously in resonance with on Earth. Not like, oh, you yourself were not in resonance with it, but like on Earth, we were not in resonance with it. And so for those of you who the first part of the message was for, this person saw wealth on you and wanted to steal it from you, and they were able to do that because like I said, like, you're very wealthy, you're very powerful, like your energy is very potent, but this person can only wield 3D energy anyway, but they also knew that they needed to wield confirmation. They also knew that they needed to wield, like they needed to bring your energy down in order to siphon from you. And they knew that like your manifestation abilities would, not that you wouldn't be able to manifest, but like you would doubt yourself more. You would doubt yourself more. And that doubt would allow them to be able to steal from you and siphon from you, because doubt is one of those lower dimensional energies that like they could wield. And so for some of you, I'm actually picking up that this coven is a coven of famous people. And it is a coven that some very famous sisters belong to, is what I'm picking up. Some of you, I'm seeing like some of you, it was like there's a cult, and this cult has done this kind of stuff to, like, they've had success in destroying some really famous people. I wouldn't say that these famous people are particularly like that. They're definitely not more powerful than you. Maybe they're powerful in a social sense because they're famous and they're wealthy. but they're definitely not more powerful spiritually than you. You are of a much higher ranking, and that's why the things that they tried to do to you did not work. So some of you, the people who are attacking you to try and get you in this energy, they are of a Jezebel energy. You know, these are Whore of Babylon, Jezebel spirits on these people, embodied in these people, and they experienced an ego death, having to learn that they were not going to be able to do that to everybody, and least of all were they going to be able to do it to you, one of God's chosen. So even though they tried to come up against you and attack you and make you be in this reverse Knave of Cups energy, make you be stuck, make you think that you were less than what you were, make you experience all of these material obstacles, make you just have like a really bad life, like in terms of like emotional energy. You may have struggled a lot with depression, you may have struggled a lot with emotional eating is what I'm hearing, and like yo-yoing with, so I'm going to give a trigger warning because I am going to talk about like food stuff now. Maybe like yo-yoing with your weight because of emotional eating, and also they may have been throwing curses on you to mess with your weight and your body image, and they may have also been messing with your thyroid is what I'm hearing. And this is not going to continue. They're not going to be able to continue doing this anymore. And also what they really wanted to do was much worse, and they failed to be able to do it. They were able to do this. They were able to like get you fired from jobs. They were able to keep you from, you know, like make it really hard for you to graduate from university, make it really hard for you maybe to even graduate from like high school. You may have dropped out in like even middle school, some of you, because you needed to like make money, maybe like ruining the wealth of your family. This could have been going on for generations and you were just born into it. I'm gonna go to a part two. Part two, I hope that y'all can hear me because I am outside and it's very loud. But essentially, this coven has been trying to keep you in the reverse Knave of Swords energy. They have probably had some success in keeping you in a Seven of Pentacles energy, but they're not going to be able to do that for much longer. The reason that they were doing this is because, you know, Satan can't create anything for Shaitan, can't create anything for Shaitan's self. They have to feed off of others. They have to inhabit others' bodies. They have to control others. They have to steal from others because they can't create anything, because they are disconnected from God's source, the creative energy that enlivens all. They can't do that. They're in this energy, but they have been making it seem like they're so abundant and so prosperous because they have been stealing from folks like you, chosen ones like you. Some of you, this is people, for the people that I'm reading for, some of the people that you know have been being used by them. And it's not like gang stalking where it's like, oh, like I'm telling you to do this thing. Some people, yes, that is the case for you. And if you know anything about my story, you know that like I don't play that ish on this platform where people try to be like, oh, you're just being paranoid, that's conspiracy theory. Like, if you actually like know my story, if you go and look up my family, like it's not theory. These kinds of things have actually happened to my family. So, and they've happened to many, many people. And so we're not doing that. We're not gaslighting ourselves. We're not gaslighting each other. Okay. Some of you, yes, you may have had triple letters, like actively telling people to come into your life and to do like honeypot type stuff, to like, you know, they may have been planted in your life to try and sabotage you and very much keep you in like what would be a direct Seven of, not Wands, but Seven of Cups directly energy, but definitely this like reverse Knave of Cups energy where like you can't move forward because you're too depressed. Like I was like that in high school. Like I was very high achieving, but I didn't do as well as I could have done because I was so unwell, you know what I mean? And so my grades weren't as good as they could have been, and it is what it is. But like, you may have had that experience as well, where you were just too unwell to like function at full capacity and be able to bring in what it is you needed to bring in. And for some of you, these are actually like very powerful people that you have never met in the flesh before, and who are controlling, who are like pulling the strings. They may have been preying on your family for generations, and you just happen to be in their line of fire. But make no mistake, you did incarnate into your family for a specific reason. I will also say that I think that yeah, a lot of you, it's like the people, like because of the magic that they put on you, like you will come into contact with people and they will just be activated to like treat you poorly and to attack you and be emotionally abusive towards you, even if they're not towards other people. You may have just been a magnet for that kind of energy, and some of you, yes, it's because like you're light, like that's your job, is to heal people. But then others of you, like, yeah, we'll leave that at that. But like others of you, you may have like had people put in your life who like, or people in your life put in your life who had magic on them, and they were sent to destroy you by these people. And if you don't know, like in my culture, like they can see into your life using a mirror. Like a shaman can see into your life using a mirror, so they can find out who's in your life, and then they can use the mirrors in their home to come and put something on them so that they can go and do things to you. So what you need to be doing, all of you need to be doing this, like lock your screens, lock your mirrors, lock your windows spiritually. You can look on TikTok to learn how to do it. You can look on Pinterest to learn how to do it. But these people, they're about to go through, I got Two of Swords. Like this period of time that we've been in and it's going to continue, I think, with Pluto retrograde. This is timeless, but right now when I'm recording this is Pluto retrograde. You're going to have to decide, are you going to continue that old narrative, which isn't true anymore? Because these people are not going to be able to continue doing this. They are experiencing an ego death, and some of them, their ego is so strong on them, they're so addicted to it, they're so ruled by it, they're so controlled by it, that like they will actually be experiencing an actual like physical end, you know what I mean? And so basically a lot of succubus energy, a lot of vampire energy. Some of these people, you know, unfortunately, like this kind of line gets started by someone who goes through a Jennifer's Body type experience. And I would really just recommend that, like, you know, having grace and compassion, because it's actually not worthwhile it's not worth your energy, it's not worth your time, and it actually it continues to keep you in this energy if you hold on to hate, anger, and resentment. So the best thing that you can do for yourself, because this energy is being taken away, it is being removed from your life, it's being removed from your auric body, you're not going to have to deal with that, is just choose to move forward. Choose to move forward with faith. Choose to move forward believing that you are capable of receiving everything that you have ever wanted for yourself. Choose to believe that, like, you are actually blessed and highly favored, and they are not actually capable of taking anything from you, because they can't take it from you and you can't give it away. It's God-given. You know, you can sabotage yourself and like fuck up your life and your experience, but at the end of the day, it's always going to be God-given, and you can always get back to it. Okay, and so that's what I want you to choose. The tables, the Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor. I hear people say, like, one thing about the tables is that they always turn. I've heard a couple readers say that lately, and I just want to say, like, you know, it's really between you and yourself right now. Like, it's really between you and your own self-limiting beliefs right now. So you might want to listen to subliminals, because those can be really helpful. And this Tower moment is not for you. The Tower is ending for you. You've already been there, done that. and you're coming out of it, choose to believe that that time is over and you have actually paid your dues. Stop settling for less than what you deserve. Stop engaging in lower vibrational behaviors that have become patterns and just like habits, because that's how you were raised, especially because a lot of you may have been raised in karmic families that have been being hit by this magic. Okay, stop doing that. You've learned your lesson. It's time for you to allow yourself to be free. You know what I mean? And I do feel like right now maybe it is time for you to be in hermit mode so that you can really understand yourself better and yeah, just give yourself the love that you really deserve to experience, and just be able to like dissect and process this experience. Y'all may have heard the ice cream truck interrupt the reading, and this to me at the bottom of the deck is saying like all of that pain, a lot of it started in childhood. Like you were a child sacrifice to the M demon, and you were that sacrificial lamb that was sent to free your bloodline, and all of us have been going through that lately, and you followed through. You followed through with your job, and you didn't let them take your childlike jubilance and joy and love away from you. You still maintained that. So now it's really time to just let go of all of that pain from the past. Like, it's about integrating it and letting go of the sick parts. Like, you don't have to forget that it happened. You don't have to pretend it wasn't as bad as it was, because it was that bad. 0909, and I'm hearing a motorcycle confirmation, so quantum leaping. You don't have to pretend it wasn't as bad as it was, but you do have to integrate, transcend, and move forward. They agree. I love you all truly and deeply. You can book a reading with me by emailing or DMing me, because my website is under construction. I will see you on the flip side. Happy hunting.